All right, guys, happy Friday. Welcome to another live stream. Today we will be talking about Reddit stock. Reddit stock. So Reddit just did its IPO, went to the markets, and I think it actually let's pull it. Let me look at the price, but I think it started at 47 bucks if I'm not mistaken. 46, right? But yeah, so for those of you, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what Reddit is, but it's basically like a discussion forum where people can go in, share their ideas, or talk about a specific topic, and then people can join certain discussions. Well, not people can join; they have access to join these certain discussions, leave their comments, and Reddit is kind of used for almost everything, right? Like if you just type in if you just type in any question into Google, you'll almost see like a Reddit post for every discussion or every topic. So, if something was wrong with your foot, I'm pretty sure there's a I'm pretty sure there's a Reddit topic about that. People just talk about whatever on the forum. So the only thing for me, I'm not sure where they're gonna get. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not sure, right? So I'm trying to understand where they're all the values coming from. Now, if you have a bunch of people coming to a site, I'm not sure how many users use Reddit. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are signed up. But I'm pretty sure that probably brings advertising dollars to the platform. I'm not sure if they have a subscription service to Reddit. If anybody knows, please let me know or leave a comment in the video. Sorry, I just ate, so still trying to clear my throat. So yeah, I'm not sure if they have a subscription service. Because I know I'm signed up for Reddit right now, but I don't pay anything. It's a free plan. And I know they kind of do it where if you leave comments on certain discussions over time, you go up in rank, so people can trust your commentary and stuff like that. So yeah, I think most of their money is probably going to come from advertising dollars, people that come to the platform. Um, they advertise to them, and then, maybe the people, they have a deal with certain brands. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I have an article here, and let me go ahead and share it really quick. All right, so it says Reddit's CEO gets $900 million richer from stocks pop. I don't know if they meant to spell that differently or word that differently, but it says here's who else made bank. Sorry, again, I just ate, so clear my throat. Um, so it says Reddit's post IPO stock action has benefited executives as well as Sam Altman, and Sam Altman is the founder of OpenAI. If for those of you who don't know, and then Tencent and other investors. Tencent, I think it's a Chinese or Japanese company that owns. Um, I'm not sure. I forget who they own, but I know they own a big company or multiple companies, right? All right, so it says Reddit Inc. chief executive Steve Huffman is $894 million richer based on the social media stock's first couple days of trading action. Shares of Reddit began trading on the New York Stock Exchange, closing up 48%. In that session, though, they're off 3.5% in Friday action in a recent action to a recent $48.46. So the sizable bump relative to Reddit's $34 initial public offering makes Huffman, who owns about 61.8 million shares, one of the numerous company insiders to see a nice payday from that pop. All right. So it was an initial offering of $34. So it looks like there's an increase in $14.50, somewhere around there. And he owns 61.8 million shares. So, yeah. I mean, he's almost a billionaire, and he'll probably end up becoming a billionaire in maybe the next couple weeks, right? Because typically when an IPO comes out, and it looks like this IPO started off pretty well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some increased price action in the weeks to come. So, yeah, I mean, congrats to him. All right, but I want to see if they talk about the the business model here. Okay, so you have to sign up to see this. Okay, so let's see if there's a free news article. Oh, so it looks like Altman invested in Reddit too, and his shares are worth 600 million. Let's see if Yahoo Finance has something. Okay, yeah, so they do. All right, so let's read this one. So Reddit stock soars. So the stock closed at $50.44 Thursday. So yeah, it looks like they're at 47 today, but they were like $2 more yesterday. So maybe he was a closer to becoming a billionaire yesterday. The social network debut on the New York Stock Exchange had been highly anticipated given the lull in public listings over the past 2 years. Reddit is the first major social media company to go public since Pinterest in 2019. Okay, so, and I thought I I thought Pinterest was just like pictures, but maybe you could leave comments. I think you can, but I think it's based around pictures and album full of pictures, or I'm not sure. I thought that's what Pinterest was, but I don't really use Pinterest, so I'm not sure. I didn't really consider it a social media company. All right. Oh, so that's interesting. So Reddit is the first mate. So since 2019, since Pinterest. So try to think when obviously Facebook came out probably. I think Facebook came out right after MySpace was like finished. So I don't know if that was like 2008, 2009, or maybe a little bit later. But okay, so I guess that's probably what drove the hype around the initial public offering. The fact that it's the only social media company to have gone public in the last 5 years since Pinterest. So yeah, and I use Reddit a lot as well. Like Reddit is one of those platforms that I wouldn't say I get information from, but it's definitely I would say it's definitely a resource I use when I want to learn about different topics. Um, whether it's some type of crypto project, just to see what the community is talking about, to see if somebody's thinking the same thing I'm thinking, or maybe and again, it doesn't even have to be with investments. I use Reddit. I mean, I go on Reddit for all types of stuff, right? Like whatever type of topic. It doesn't have to be finance. All right. It says the user generated discussion style platform has been around since 2005, but it gained increased recognition during the meme frenzy in 2021. All right, so it's been around since 2005 and it hasn't gone public since. So maybe it's just been and all, let's see when Facebook came out. I want to see when Facebook came out because this could be why they didn't go public, right? Because you had Facebook, you had Instagram. Well, Instagram is part of Facebook, but still, two different social media platforms, and then Twitter. So those are the three, the three, big players in the space. And maybe they said, okay, I don't think we should go public while these people are eating up the market share. All right. So when did Facebook go public? When did Facebook go public? Okay, so Facebook went public in 2012, um, but they probably were around before then, right? So actually, when did Facebook start? Let's do that. Okay, so it started in 2004, but that looked like the beginning. When Mark Zuckerberg started it, and then Twitter came out in 2006. YouTube 2005, but YouTube I wouldn't consider social media. So yeah, so it looks like Reddit came out around the same time. So I mean, they've been private for this long, and it's probably because they didn't want to go against Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram until they built up a nice following to, go public and get a good what do you price a good price per share, I would say, right? Maybe if they went public when Instagram or Facebook or Twitter went public, they would have not gotten the money they got today, which he said it was around $47 a share. Who knows? Maybe it would have helped them out more to launch during that time, because maybe the I'm trying to say evaluation. It's not the evaluation. It's I'm trying to think of the word. Market. I guess you could say a market evaluation. What they appraise the company to go for. I can't think of the word, but yeah, maybe they would have gotten a lot more, because I think when Facebook went public, it did pretty well too. And then obviously with the adding of Instagram and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure it just helped the stock. And it's and they changed to Meta, right? So they changed to Meta like 4 years ago to, you know, blend in with the blockchain stuff, blend in with the AI, and do all that additional stuff. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it was a good idea for them to wait that long to go public. But it doesn't look like it's such a terrible valuation, right? And he's worth almost $1 billion. So let's keep reading here. It says the company giving the company a market cap. So the $50.44 gave the company a market cap of just north of $8 billion. So I think that's pretty good, right? But we'll see what this does in the coming weeks, because typically, when you do an IPO, the stock price typically shoots up, but then you see like a dip afterwards, because when it goes public, typically people that invested prior to the company being public, they're selling their shares. You see that's the same thing that happened at Coinbase. Like if we go to Coinbase, let's see, I'll go back. I'll just show you. Yeah, like if we go to Coinbase, like, see, this is the time where they did the public offering, and it started in the 300s, and then Coinbase came all the way down to $50. Now, obviously, Coinbase is doing really good right now. It's at $254, and that's because we're in a bull market for crypto, and Bitcoin's doing good. They hold a lot of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. They're an exchange, so they hold a lot of the cryptos on their balance sheet, but specifically Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin's spearheading the bull run. But yeah, so when they went public, they crashed all the way down to $50. Now, obviously, Coinbase and Reddit, they have two different business models. Coinbase depends on the price of crypto, and then obviously the users that are using the exchange. And typically when you're in a bear market for crypto, not a lot of users are making transactions, and Coinbase gets a lot of money from transaction fees, right? So and Reddit is more of a network effect, where the amount of users that's on there, you have more people commenting, bringing more eyes to the platform. And then I'm assuming they get paid from advertising dollars. Unless they have a paid subscription model, which I don't think that's the case. I think they just get paid from people visiting the website, and then also them being able to advertise to those people that go to the website. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that when Coinbase went public, they typically do good because they want to see how high the stock price goes. But then you get people that were in prior to the public offering, and they start to sell the stock down. All right, let's go back here. Let's keep reading. It says it says the social network's debut on the New York Stock Exchange had been highly anticipated, given the lull in the public listing over the past few years. Okay, we read that. The user-generated discussion platform has been around since 2005, but it gained increased recognition during the meme frenzy in 2021. And I think it was because of, and they're going to name it, yep, GameStop and AMC, that whole, that whole explosion with GameStop and AMC did actually make Reddit a little more popular than what it was because everybody was on Reddit. I think that's what actually made it explode. Well, yeah, I think the people commenting on Reddit made GameStop explode is what I was trying to say. It says, at that time, retail traders on the subreddit Wall Street Bets encouraged short squeezes on shares of video game retailer GameStop, theater chain AMC, and other heavily shorted stocks. I remember this vividly. I didn't get in on any of it. The IPO was also expected to gauge investors' appetite for tech-related offerings at a time when monetary policy is tight. Reddit's revenue at 2023 jumped about 20% year over year to 804 million. According to the company S filing, about 98% of sales in the third quarter last year were generated from advertising on the platform. So yeah, that's what I expected. So they gained, 98% of $804 million came from advertising. And this makes sense. The more people, and they probably have millions of people that are on the platform, they're advertising to those people. The people that click on those ads, they get paid for that. So that makes sense. The company's net loss narrowed from 158.6 million in 2002 to 90.8 million last year. So, because this looks like their losses went down. I wonder what those losses were for. An interview with Yahoo Finance's co-founder and CEO Steve Huffman noted that the company was profitable on an adjusted EBITDA basis in the second half of last year. I think if we can keep doing that, we're in great shape. All right, the site had 500 million visitors in December 2023. So again, this is where they're getting all their money, is from the people that visit their site on a monthly basis. You get 500 million people visiting a site. I would say at least 10 to 15% of those people are going to be clicking on those ads that pop up on Reddit. So that's money in their pocket. The S1 filing said an average of 73.1 million unique daily active users during the an average of 73.1 million unique daily active users during the 3-month ending in December. Okay, so out of the 500 million there's 500 million visitors a month, so people that come and go, but there's also 73.1 million users that are reoccurring to the website. So that's great too, right? So yeah, I mean, just looking at the numbers, it's not a surprise that they're pulling in 804 million a year, right? With all this usage, it makes sense. Reddit's filing also noted the company sees an opportunity to license its data for AI use. All right. On the data side, we've got almost 2 decades of human conversations about anything and everything. And like I said, they do, like, so you want to talk about anything, a t-shirt, and there's a discussion on Reddit about it. There's, like they said, they have 2 decades of human conversations. And literally, you can find about like anything to talk about. So that's pretty interesting because, right, with the whole AI play, they, like, in order for an AI, like, if you guys saw the conference, the NVIDIA conference, The CEO Jensen, I think that's his name. I always forget, Jensen Huang. He unveiled that they're working on robots, human robots, and in order for them to get smarter, they're going to need data that you know talks like basically replicates what humans think, what humans would do, and this would be a good place to get their data from because there's, like I said, 2 decades of human conversations, and ranging from everything and anything. So that would be good to feed into an AI robot and have them study that 2 decade old data and make decisions off that. All right. Now, what decisions? I'm not sure. It would depend for the specific type of thing that the robot would want to do. But yeah, I could see. So it's worth $8 billion, right? So a company like an Nvidia that's worth 2.2 trillion right now, or 2.3, somewhere right over $2 trillion, might be interested in buying a company like Reddit out for their data. I could see that being a selling point to a company like Nvidia. So, right, that makes sense. So it says in an AI world where everything is increasingly written by AI, the human generated content actually becomes more valuable over time. And where by AI, the human generated. Yep, right. So humans generate the content because they're going onto the platform, they're having their discussions, and they're leaving data there from an actual human, right? Ranging from all types of topics. So this would definitely be valuable. So Reddit could essentially become an AI play if they get acquired. All right. So it says the move lends itself to volatility, said headline venture partner Cameron Ansari told Yahoo Finance in a recent interview. You may see a big run up in the stock price and a drop, he said, because this has such a rabid community around it, the Reddit users. You can see Reddit itself ironically becoming a meme stock the way that you saw it with the AMC and GameStop. That could be true. The people that are on the platform could turn this into a meme stock, pump it up, and dump. And like I said, I expect a dump. Probably you might be able to pick up some Reddit stock, not financial advice, but you probably be able to pick it up for in the 20s, 23, $25 in the next coming months, because I think they're going to dip. I don't think they may pump a little bit more, but I think they're going to see a dip. And then I think it'd be a decent buy at 2025. And if I ever got into Reddit, I would get into it for the AI play, like them selling their intellectual human conversation property to an AI chip company like Nvidia, or maybe somebody else. But yeah, it's worth $8 billion. That for Nvidia is nothing. They would, if it benefited the company, I can definitely see Nvidia purchasing something like Reddit to progress the movement of AI, right? All right. Yeah. So we'll keep up with the Reddit stock. Right now, it closed at $46. Yesterday it was at 50, and what is this thing? Yeah, it closed at $46, and like I said, I think it's going to be dipping. Right, it started off strong, so I definitely think we'll see it in the 20s at some point. But who knows? Maybe since we are getting into the AI boom, maybe somebody sees this company as a benefit to growing their AI company, and maybe they acquire Reddit a lot sooner. I mean, it just went public, so I don't think anybody would acquire it. I feel like if they wanted to acquire it, they probably should have done it when it was private. It may have been a lot cheaper, but now they may wait. They may wait until it's like 20, $25 and then it gets acquired. But who knows? But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about Reddit. I saw it come up. I typed in financial news in Google search, and this is one of the things that popped up. And yeah, a stock to watch out for. Maybe on Market Mondays, I'll go over it and we'll see where it's at on Monday. But yeah, you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.